Driving through these old rolling hills to the closest place to heaven I know. Heading north through Kentucky to the only place I'll ever call home. I'm leaving the bluegrass state behind, waiting for me on the other side.
I'm heading out to the swamp property. We have decided to put a mineral lick in at the swamp property. But yeah, so we're gonna put our mineral lick, and I'm gonna show you guys firsthand when I pick a spot. About 30 to 40 yards in from a trail that we can access, back into that bedding area or on the fringe of it, to hopefully give them yet just another reason to be up there. And you know, the one thing I've noticed about mineral licks is they become almost a communication point sometimes. And even in the fall hunting season, when the deer aren't needing the minerals as much and they're not going to be visiting it quite as hard, it doesn't matter, because in Indiana we have to tear them out, and we'll dig ours out and cover it is what we normally do with deadfalls and stuff like that. But it'll still remain a communication point, because for 7-8 months the deer will have went there and there'll be scraping going on, probably there'll be some rubbing going on around it, and that's what we're hoping to do, just encourage a little bit more movement, a little bit more interaction with the northern part of the property. Hey guys, so I'm here on the very northern 2-track trail by the northern bedding area over to my left here, at the swamp property. And like I discussed in the video before I left the house, my goal is to just get deer to be using this northern bedding area more. Getting rid of the dogs is going to be key. You know, we're trying to do that humanely. Hopefully we can capture them, catch them, give them to the Humane Society, let them handle them. Or the owners finally get the hen after many conversations. But anyways, get rid of the dogs, that's key. And then just get them to start using this northern bedding area again. I'm going to pan over here, and as you can tell, this whole entire area is just, I mean, perfect for bedding. You're talking tons of bushes, tons of canary grass, you know, perfect bedding area. Maybe not so much for in the winter because there's not as much thermal cover, but you know, they get tucked up in some of those bushes where the canary grass stays up. It's warmer than ever on that, you know, basically straw. And there's even some oak trees back there. I did have a tree stand back in there that I hunted 2 all-day hunts this year, and never had anything, and I should have. You know, it's where we got the first picture of RD. It's where we think he prefers to bed, because he kept trying to go up here even though the dogs kept getting rid of him. But what I'm going to do is, the pond is off to my, let's see, that'd be the east, over by near where we park. So the deer are already using that pond for a water source. And the more they bed up here, the more that pond's going to become vital. And we might actually have to hunt the pond at some point if we have another really hot, dry summer and fall. But what I'm thinking is, you know, we're tucked in here, just right off of a big opening. I think, you know, if they're going to get water before they head to the food, which is to my south, you know, they're going to want to go get the water, and then they're going to want to hug this cover. And what we got is, we got an oak tree right here, right on the edge. Here, I'll pan and show you this setup that we're going to get set up for next year. You got 3 oak trees right there, so I mean, you might even have a food source kind of, but we're going to get tucked away up there, probably about 25 to 30 feet high. And you know, our backdrop, our silhouette will be perfect. I love climbing these oak trees. I think they're pin oaks. They keep their leaves a lot longer than any other tree. Some of them have full leaves yet. So you're gonna have cover, which is vital. So you got the pond, you got this strip of cover that runs towards the food source, the corn and our food plot. I'm gonna put a mineral lick in up here, kind of tucked away up in here. I apologize for the videography. I'm trying to do this solo, but I'm gonna grab my rake and my monster racks, and I'm gonna walk on up in here, pick out a spot about 40-50 yards away from the tree, kind of create a pyramid to where if they're going to the pond or coming from the pond, I'm hoping they go to the monster racks and I'll be able to see them from the stand, or my dad will. So I want to have a place where they can access this mineral from multiple directions and yet not be so far tucked in here that I can't come and change it. You know, that's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to put this so far in that when I'm coming to refresh this mineral, you know, every couple months or every month, depending how much I put out at a time, I don't want to have to go all the way into their bedding area. I want to be able to slip in and slip out. So, you know, maybe this is as far as I want to go. Maybe back there by that maple is a good spot for it. Good hub of activity. We can slip in, slip out a lot faster to it. It does kind of naturally open up right here. I'd say we're about 40 yards from the tree stand. So we're really gonna have to make sure that we cover this up and close it out before the hunting season, because in Indiana you can't have any mineral out or attractant 10 days prior, and the soil needs to be so we're gonna have to dig some of the soil up with us at the end of the year. Probably just dig it into some 5-gallon buckets and then store it and then bring it back out for the next year. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to pick a spot here, and then I'll show you guys what I'll do. All right, guys. So sorry about the video; it's a little tilted. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the mineral right here. I was gonna go deeper in, but then, you know, that becomes an issue when I'm trying to refresh it. We're probably gonna want to put a camera on it, and just this quick little entrance to that 2-track trail is gonna be valuable, priceless, really. You know, we're only talking 30 yards to the trail. I could probably slip in here and slip out without touching any of the branches or anything besides where I put the camera. I kind of like this spot. You know, I'm gonna try to put the mineral. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna put it by a root coming out from the base of this maple, or if I'm just gonna put it kind of in an opening spot and just let the deer, you know, make their own little hole. That might be the easiest thing to do. That way we can be sure in the fall, probably around August or September, when we dig it up, it's going to be easier to dig when there's no roots around. And, you know, another reason why I chose this spot is that quick and short entrance is going to really help us when we have to close this spot out. Sadly, in Indiana, that's just something we have to do. But in Indiana, that's something all of us should choose to do if you are in Indiana or any other state that doesn't allow it. If you can get mineral out for 6 months out of the year, 7 months out of the year when they really need them, do it. But, you know, this will be a really quick, short entrance for us to get in and out with the buckets of soil. And I like this spot. It can be approached from any direction. Really, it can be approached from trails coming out of the bedding area during the day. And I could see deer coming to this during the day, so, which hopefully will happen, because that means better trail cam pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and start opening up a spot. All right, guys. It's kind of hard raking in this canary grass, but I think I got it good enough. I'm going to show you here. Went ahead and raked back a big section of it. I'm hoping I might come in here and kill some of these weeds, or maybe bring a shovel next time and really dice it up. But I'm down to dirt, and that should be plenty big enough for a mineral lick to start. So that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and pour my monster racks on it and go ahead and get out of here for now.